When God calls you in a specific direction, you always face a choice. You can walk in His plan or try to fight against it. But here's the truth. Resisting God never brings peace. Instead, it leaves you restless, drained, and stuck in cycles that never seem to end. Sometimes the very struggles we're facing are signs that we're pushing against what God is trying to do in our lives. Think about Jonah for a moment. God told him clearly, "Go to Nineveh." But Jonah ran in the opposite direction, convinced he knew better. He thought he could escape God's plan. And what happened? He ended up in a violent storm, thrown overboard, and swallowed by a great fish. Jonah's story is a vivid reminder. When we fight God's plan, the struggle only intensifies. The Bible warns us of this in Proverbs 19:21. You can make many plans, but the Lord's purpose will prevail. No matter how far you run, God's plan will always be greater and stronger than your own. You might resist Him, but you can't outrun Him. And the longer you fight, the more exhausted your soul becomes. So how do you know if you're fighting God's plan? Let's look at the signs. Sign number 1, constant restlessness. No matter what you do, peace escapes you. Your mind races. Your heart feels unsettled. That's because true peace only comes when your life aligns with God's will. Isaiah 26:3 promises, "You will keep in perfect peace all who trust in you, all whose thoughts are fixed on you." If peace is missing, maybe it's because you're resisting His direction. Sign number 2, closed doors. You try again and again to force something to work, yet every attempt fails. Sometimes closed doors aren't rejection, but God's protection. Revelation 3:7 reminds us, "What He opens, no one can close, and what He closes, no one can open." If God is shutting a path, it's because He has a better one prepared. Sign number 3, disobedience that leads to regret. Deep down, you know what God asked you to release. Maybe a relationship, a habit, or a choice. But you keep holding on, and every time, regret follows. Like Jonah, you discover that disobedience doesn't bring freedom. It only tightens the chains. Sign number 4, exhaustion without progress. You're busy, always working, but never truly fruitful. The results don't match your effort. That's what happens when you try to build life in your own strength. Psalm 127:1 says, "Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. Without His blessing, your energy drains and your progress stalls." Sign number 5, conviction you can't ignore. No matter how far you run, that quiet voice inside keeps calling you back. That's the Holy Spirit. John 16:8 says, "When He comes, He will convict the world of its sin and of God's righteousness and of the coming judgment." Conviction isn't there to shame you. It's God's mercy pulling you back into alignment with His plan. Now, maybe this feels personal. Maybe you've been restless. Maybe you've been chasing doors that won't open. Maybe you've been ignoring God's gentle nudges. The good news? It's not too late to stop resisting and surrender. And surrender isn't weakness. It's strength. It's saying, "God, I trust you more than I trust myself." It's letting Him lead you where He already knows you need to be. If you're tired of running, pause today. Pray. Ask God, "Lord, am I fighting against you? Show me where I've resisted your plan. Give me the courage to let go and trust you." When you do, you'll find a peace this world can't offer. You'll see that His plan, though uncertain, now is far greater than anything you could design on your own. Remember this, God isn't trying to take something good away from you. He's trying to give you something greater, but you'll never experience it if you keep holding on to what He's asking you to release. So stop running, stop resisting, trust Him, because the moment you align with God's plan, everything changes. If you believe in Jesus, subscribe to this channel